Hi, I'm Mark McGrath. I'm the Taylorsville Community Development Director, and as part of my responsibilities here at the city, I am responsible for coordinating the city's strategic planning process. And as 2002 winds down and we begin looking at our 2013 process, we thought it would be a good time to take a look at our upcoming process as well as look back on 2012. The way our plan is organized, we've identified 10 planning initiatives, including customer service, economic development, transportation and infrastructure, quality of the built environment, neighborhoods and housing, parks and recreation, public safety, volunteers, staff and resources, environmental, and arts, culture, and entertainment. So looking back on 2012 and some of our accomplishments, item 1.1 in our 2012 plan was to survey residents to assess what kinds of services are needed, desirable, and supportable in the community. So this year, in April 2012, we finished our first ever comprehensive survey of Taylorsville residents completed by Dan Jones and Associates, in which we found out a lot of very interesting things that our residents were thinking. And we will use this document as a backbone for our 2013 report. Now that we have a lot better feel for what our residents are thinking, we can use that information for what we want to accomplish next year. Another area that we made tremendous progress in 2012 involves item 1.2 from our plan, which states improve communication with residents, the business community, and customers at City Hall. With the hiring of Amy Newton, our communications director, we've taken tremendous strides in this area, not the least of which is this website, Taylorsville Tidbits. It's just a wonderfully formatted, excellently written website that is extremely comprehensive. If you want to know what's going on in Taylorsville City Hall, you simply need to check into this website. We've also had a much better, closer relationship with the press through press releases, our YouTube channel, just a lot of different things in communication we've really improved on in 2012. Another area where we've made tremendous progress is in economic development. Our strategic plan identified 6 different areas in the city that we were going to focus on from an economic development perspective this year. One of which is 48th and Redwood Road. We've done a lot of planning this year, providing a vision for developers in terms of how we envision certain areas in our city redeveloping, and this really helps provide confidence in the development community in terms of that the city does have a vision, and when they come to the city and spend their money in our city through development, that their investment will be protected. And also just illustrating how public improvements will complement private improvements. What we're doing on our streets and sidewalks, our park strips, our streetscapes, for example, will complement new development. And we'll have a synergistic relationship between public and private improvements. Another area that we focused on this year was the area around 54th and Bangerter. Another area was 41st and Redwood Road. This previous Tuesday, we approved our planning commission approved the first project from this community development area. This is the new Marcosian Auto, located in the old Ken Garf facility. This is going to be a very nice addition to our community. Moving on to transportation and infrastructure, even despite some of the budget issues we've had this year with the recession, we did manage to complete a couple very important transportation projects, including 1300 West, which was damaged by underground water. We completed that construction in the spring of 2012, as well as the extension of 6020 South west of Redwood Road, a very dangerous street. And we're now extending that road westbound so that the residents of this street have a secondary access point rather than the one on Redwood Road immediately south of the I-215 interchange. A very dangerous situation that we're rectifying through this project. And another very important project that we're completing from our strategic plan is the Taylorsville-Murray Transit Environmental Study Report for the new bus rapid transit project that's proposed on 4700 South. This is going to tie Taylorsville into the regional mass transit. The plan states in item 3.4, improve weed abatement and right-of-way maintenance. And this is very important just to promote, a quality aesthetic appearance of the city, where, as I'm sure you know, you've noticed in the past there's been a lot of weeds growing in front of places like this, these double frontage lots that face out onto our very busy corridors in the city. And these streets are really where most people, their personal image of Taylorsville. So we're very concerned about what these areas look like. And so we've placed a tremendous emphasis on clearing weeds in areas like this, and greatly improves the quality of our transportation corridors. And then also in our commercial corridors, such as Redwood Road just south of 215, taking care of areas like our planted medians is very important from an economic development perspective, and just simply from our community character and community pride. Initiative number 5 is neighborhoods and code enforcement, and this is another one that I think is very important. In our survey of residents, this is the item that received the most emphasis from the residents of Taylorsville, and this is item 5.1 from our plan. Develop a neighborhood and housing plan that will identify implementable programs to reduce conditions that destabilize neighborhoods. And so we've now embarked on that plan, and the first thing we're doing a very comprehensive survey of our neighborhoods. My department, the Community Development Department, in conjunction with the several interns we brought on from the University of Utah Department of Planning, we're walking through neighborhoods, taking a very close look at the quality of the neighborhoods and things that could potentially destabilize neighborhoods, such as the quality of the sidewalks and the quality of the streets and other elements of the neighborhood. And we'll use this information to determine where we will use our very limited resources as a city and identify neighborhoods that are potentially destabilized or maybe going in the wrong direction, and make sure we get those neighborhoods turned around. Initiative number 6 is Parks and Recreation. One of the exciting things I think that we accomplished in 2012 was the new community garden here at City Center. This is the master plan for our community garden. This is located just immediately to the east here of Taylorsville City Hall, and we began Phase 1 construction on our community gardens this year at our Arbor Day celebration. We had volunteers from JetBlue, along with our Leisure, Arts, Recreation, and Parks Committee, and several other volunteers. And on Arbor Day this year, we built 20 of these raised beds and planted 30, as you can see here, fruit and nut trees. And then we'll continue building our community garden in phases over the next couple of years. Public safety and law enforcement, we had goals for increasing staffing in our police department and rebuilding our fire station 117. As you may know, the City Council decided this year to join the Unified Police Department, and then also potentially join the Unified Fire District. This is another area that we just did a tremendous job in 2012. 8.1 from our plan says, offer opportunities for all citizens to be involved in their city, such as participating in tree planting events, cleanup days, and citizens committees. We have a tremendous amount of volunteerism in the city of Taylorsville, all the way from scout projects to just residents taking on a beautification project in our city. Taylorsville Days was again a huge success, part due to the efforts of our Taylorsville Days committee. And our citizens committees, our volunteer committees, continue to thrive. And then Adrian Bogard continually out doing improvement projects on the Jordan River, such as this mess, helping to return places like this to their original pristine condition. And as I mentioned earlier, our Arbor Day celebration, in which we partnered with JetBlue Airways and helped build our community garden here at City Center. Initiative number 9 is environmental. One of our items from our strategic plan is to develop recycling programs and sites. We've started glass recycling here in the city of Taylorsville. This location is at the Taylorsville Senior Center at Taylorsville City Park, where you can take your bottles and dump them off to be recycled. We're starting another site at Salt Lake Community College, so there will now be 2 locations in the city of Taylorsville where you can recycle glass. Another goal we have is to reduce the amount of paper we use in the city. And so the city is moved to the extensive use of iPads with our city council and our staff, so that we've greatly reduced our copying costs and the amount of paper we use around City Hall. Initiative number 10 in our strategic plan is arts, culture, and entertainment. This year we're very happy to say that we completed our Veterans Memorial right here at Taylorsville City Hall. And we dedicated the memorial during Taylorsville Days in June of 2012. This memorial is now just an absolute gem of our community, a very positive statement about not only Taylorsville but veterans as well. And this is something that we're very, very happy with. So this is the invitation we'll be sending out here soon to the elected and appointed officials here at Taylorsville City, as well as members of our volunteer committees. Hopefully get as much participation as we can in our 2013 process. Try to get as many different perspectives as we possibly can from both our residents and our business community. So we're trying to make this 2013 process as comprehensive as possible. And so anyone is welcome to come out. It will be November the 10th, 2012. It's on a Saturday, and it will be from 8 o'clock to about noon. If you want to attend, you're certainly welcome to. Please RSVP Amy Newton here at the city at anewton@taylorsvilleut.gov. Or if anybody has any questions regarding the strategic planning process, you're certainly welcome to call me here at City Hall as well. Our phone number is area code 801-963-5400. And I thank you very much for your time.